auditing.
Yeah.
And so we're going to look at the policy, and we're going to understand all the elements of the standard, first of all, as an auditor, before we can really carry out our audit process. So I've got Andrew here, we're going to talk about the different elements of the standard, just briefly, just to give us a flavour of how these elements have been implemented. So I've got some information here in front of us that's guiding us through it, and we're starting off with the environmental policy. So 14,001 requires that the policy is being implemented, set up, and all the rest of it. And I just want to know, how have you done it? How have you created your environmental policy?
Environmental policy is an integrated policy, and it's got health, safety, and environmental policy.
Okay, that's good. So
it's within this environmental management manual.
Yep.
It's posted all around the site.
Yep.
It's got the flavour of what we want to achieve for health, safety, and environmental issues.
Yeah.
Signed by David Hall, the Chief Executive.
Excellent. So really that covers what I can see there as an integrated policy. Environmental issues are covered within there, aren't they?
Yep.
And so the idea of the policy is that it provides a template for the operations of the organisation. So the wording of the policy has been set out. David Hall has agreed the contents of the policy, and you say that it's gone around the organisation. So
yeah, it's a group policy.
How do you got the policy out to everybody? How do you?
It's in induction. So when people start, it's in the induction.
Yep.
Talk about the policy, and the policy is also pinned outside in each department.
Okay. So really, everybody within the organisation ought to be able to say yes, they know where the policy is, and perhaps sort of see the wording of the policy if they should require it.
Yeah.
And one of the big things about 14,001 is that it requires that the policy states that it complies with current legislation. And I can see there it says we meet or exceed all current legislation and regulation relating to health, safety and the environment. So you've stated that quite clearly. And the Managing Director, Chief Executive has signed for that. So other things relate to the communicating organisational responsibilities for the management of environmental protection. So that's covered. So all of the requirements of the standard are contained either within the policy, and the policy is being used in the right way, in the fact that it's out there, people know what it's all about, the operators, the employees, and the scope of the EMS is also covered within the policy. So there is some information there about all levels of the organisation, minimise lasting impact of our operations on the environment. We take account of sustainability in our product design and applications. So we could look at that perhaps just to see how that's been done. So this policy covers all of your activities on the site. And the sustainability of product design, any comments about that?
Cool.